Shishupal had unbelievable power, physically, financially, in every way. He had everything. But he was obsessed with envy of Krishna. And anything Krishna did that people liked agitated him terribly. So Rukmini loved Krishna. And Shishupal wanted Rukmini. Rukmini made it clear she wanted to marry Krishna. But because she was so beautiful and so wonderful, Shishupal wanted for himself. And in his obsession, he became totally attached to her. Not only his mind and his senses, but especially his ego. Because this would have been the greatest triumph against Krishna, which is what he longed for. But Rukmini had no affection. And it's really interesting because Rukmini, when she wrote to Krishna, she said that Shishupal and his associates are like jackals. And I'm like the little lamb. And I'm meant to be given to the lion. But the jackals are going to steal me away. This is her conception. They are jackals, but I am meant to be the property of a lion like you. That was Rukmini's perception. But we read here in the pages of the Srimad Bhagavatam that Rukmi, who was Rukmini's brother, after Krishna took Rukmini away, he, who was very good friends with Shishupal, he was thinking that Rukmini is like sacrificial butter. She's my sister. She's like the ghee. And she's meant to be offered to the Supreme. But Krishna's like a crow that stole her away. So they're brother and sister. Rukmi is saying Krishna is the jackal and Shishupal is the lion. And Rukmini is saying Shishupal is the jackal and Krishna is the lion. So in this way, perception is very interesting in this world, according to the nature of our ego. And this is the basic root of why there's so much conflict. And everybody has their philosophy, their sociological explanations of why they're right. So is Rukmi right or is Rukmini right? Nobody could convince Rukmi, and nobody could convince Rukmini. So Rukmi, when Krishna took Rukmini away, he vowed. He said, until and unless I kill Krishna and bring my sister back, I will never again come into my city of Kundina. And then he attacked Krishna. And Krishna was so kind, he gave him every chance. Krishna took Rukmini because Rukmini wanted to be with Krishna. He was satisfying her desire. She was being exploited, abused, manipulated in the worst way. And Krishna came to rescue her. But Rukmi attacked. And it describes here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, he came chasing after Krishna with his whole army. And began to shout the most terrible words to Krishna. And Krishna tolerated them. Then Rukmi challenged him to fight and proclaimed that he was going to kill him. Krishna tolerated. Then Rukmini started shooting arrows in Krishna's body. They were actually entering Krishna's body. And Krishna did not shoot Rukmi. After getting all these arrows in his own body, Krishna shot an arrow that broke Rukmi's chariot, so he couldn't ride behind him so fast anymore. Rukmi from the ground started shooting at Krishna, hitting him. Krishna broke Rukmi's bow. Didn't hit Rukmi, just broke his bow. Krishna was showing Rukmi that you shouldn't do this. I'm trying to protect you. So what did Rukmi do? He picked up another bow. And he started shooting Krishna's body. And Krishna took another arrow and broke that bow. And bow after bow after bow, he kept getting new bows. Then when he was out of bows, he took clubs and bludgeons and tridents and javelins and all types of other weapons and hurled them at Krishna. And Krishna just destroyed all the weapons, but didn't do anything to Rukmi. He's given him another chance. And finally, when there was nothing else, Rukmi picked up a sword and physically ran to Krishna to attack him. Krishna broke the sword and the shield. When is this man going to learn? Doesn't he see that Krishna could easily kill him in a second, but he's not. He's given him another chance, another chance, another chance. And Rukmi comes with his own hands to kill Krishna. So Krishna finally takes his arrow. Okay, I've given you so many opportunities to learn. Now, this is what I have to do. It's interesting because Krishna gives everybody so many chances. As devotees, sometimes Krishna sees that we're off, and he gives us a little punishment. It's not really a punishment in this sense. It's an act of love for rectification. But then we persist to do it again and again and again, and Krishna gives us chance after chance after chance, and ultimately, all right, if this is the only way to learn your lesson, I'll let you go through it. So when Krishna was ultimately about to finally liberate Rukmi, because he just wouldn't learn his lesson, Krishna was so kindly giving him chance after chance, message after message, but he wouldn't relent in his misbehavior. So finally, when there was no other alternative, and Rukmini was about to be slain by Krishna, his sister Rukmini began to cry. She fell at Krishna's feet and begged him, please, don't hurt my brother. How compassionate she was. And Krishna, of course, always obliges to the prayers of compassion of his beloved devotees. This is an eternal, universal truth.